Hey everyone, this is Josh from Before, and I'm here with McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Drifter Bruce Wayne from the upcoming Batman movie. A very controversial figure already. I love that big photo on the back, that looks really good. If you're trying to find this guy, there's that. Let's go ahead and get him out of here and then we will talk about it. Alright, I threw his backpack on. Take a look at him here. I know some people were trying to talk smack about the proportions, but he's wearing a flannel shirt, a big winter hoodie, and like a Carhartt jacket. So if you've ever seen anybody wearing that many layers, you know what they actually look like, and this is actually pretty realistic. And if it's wintertime in the city, if he's really about it, he's probably wearing like thermals, long johns underneath all this. So that's at least 4 layers up here, and probably at least 2 layers in the pants with baggy pants. It looks like it should. But having said that, I was happy to pick up the one that has his face covered, and that is all I have to say about that. All right, let's play with this guy. I'm gonna take his backpack back off to play with him. That goes on very easily and is a great accessory. I mean, it doesn't have much paint on it, but a backpack, it's a solid accessory. It works on this guy. I'm sure you can put it on other figures, and it also just is great for like dios and stuff in the background. And the detail's good, it just really could stand to have some paint. Move on to the figure himself. Pretty decent movement in the head. I wish he had a little bit more paint on the hair, because that's looking a little cartoony compared to the rest of everything else. Like, they've got this nice dry brush weathering on the jacket here. Got a wash on the pants to really bring out the dirty fabric textures. So the hair, not having any on there, it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Got a big soft rubber piece here for the torso for this jacket. Let's see if he actually can move any. He can actually. He's actually got some decent movement there. And the jacket even kind of bunches up in a realistic way when you do that. That's nice. Oh, this guy's actually really fun to play with. Movement up here in the arms. He has single elbows and single knees. And now, I do prefer a double elbow and double knees most of the time. But I don't mind when they give us these single ones for a couple reasons. For one, obviously, it maintains the sculpt and there's fewer cuts in it. But the other thing is, it just, when you're collecting a line and you get a lot of figures and they all just have kind of the same homogeneous, like, copy and paste tooling, it just gets a little boring. You feel like you're getting the same figure over and over again. There's not this sense of discovery when you play with it and find out exactly what that specific figure can do. So I don't hate it. This gets a little bit more than 90 degrees, and it also has the rotation right there built into that single joint, which is nice. I appreciate that little engineering touch. Although this left arm it doesn't seem like it gets more than 90 degrees like the other one. It's got these hands with these big fingerless winter gloves. They're a little chunky, in my opinion, and just kind of have a little like round, silly, cartoony quality that again doesn't quite match this realistic approach. He's got great leg movement considering he's got this big jacket thing hanging so low. It still has plenty of give, plenty of clearance. Wow, it's really great actually. They decided to give him thigh cuts because he's got his own motorcycle. I really don't like the thigh cuts. Especially something like this where so much of the articulation is really well hidden. I just don't like ugly cuts. And then as soon as you twist it and then now these wrinkles and stuff don't line up, it drives me nuts. I just don't like the look of it. And I mean, considering he's got these pretty decent double knees, they do look ugly right there. But they also rotate right there. I just don't know why we needed the thigh cut. And many times, see, look, this guy still has this thigh rotation up here from the hip. So I just wish they didn't have to I wish they didn't think they had to give us that thigh cut. I'm good without it. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at the way the cuffs of the foot of the pants, I mean, stretch when you twist that. That's really satisfying. Really satisfying. I like that. It didn't have it didn't have a huge range this direction, but the look is strong. Looks good. They tried to give us some paint, you know. I do wish maybe these zippers had some paint. It would just give you something nice to look at there, right in the middle of the figure. But ooh, I'm into it. I'm into this, guys. I mean, Drifter Bruce Wayne. We've seen this in year one. We've seen this, I think, in 0 year he dressed it as a vagrant. It's not an unprecedented look, and it really just makes me curious where Bruce's sort of detective adventures are going to be taking him in this movie. Take a look at him here next to the other figures from Wave 1 of the Batman. You know, I gotta say, I am a sucker for civilian, like plainclothes figures, these two guys right here. But I'm not sure if these two guys are necessarily like what I would be dying to look for in civilian characters. These just looked like, this looks like a guy that owns like a tire shop in like Philadelphia or something, and this is his weird brother-in-law that he like has to give him a job, or else his sister like bugs the shit out of him. I don't know. Not exactly the background NPC type characters that I, you know, am looking for when I pick up, you know, like Marvel Legends civilians and things like that. Drifter Bruce Wayne, I know people were like, you know, really dying for reasons to clown on this guy, but he's actually really fun to play with. And I don't hate the look. I don't love it, but I don't hate it at all. And like I said, the kind of the bespoke, tailored articulation points really work with the body shape of this guy, and he's fun in hand. That's all I can tell you guys. Whether you need him or not, that's going to be up to you. I think he's got some versatility outside of just being the Drifter Bruce Wayne character. I do think you could get some good use out of this guy to fill out as a background extra in scenes or whatever. Thanks for watching. Release the Schumacher cut. I will see you guys next time. Bye.